Shkoyach. What good does that do for me? I need to be a sponsor here.
Well, why didn't we do it ahead of time? Did I know?
So,
Communicate. It's not just.
Are we live?
It's his company.
All right.
We're talking about the 7 figures.
Chaval. We can still do tshuva and bring him on board. All right, we're holding up Mem Zayin with Beis. Let's just review what we learned yesterday. We're discussing, we're holding up Mem Ches. But just to go back, just to review, we're talking about Me'es La'es. Does a year need to have a complete year of 365 days? So when the Mishnah says that a Saris is when he's 20 years old, does it mean 20 years, full 20 years of 365 days? Or could we do 19 years and 30 days? So a couple lines from the bottom. Tanoi, the Sadian, Shona Amur bekochim, Shona Amur beboti Yerechayma, Shtei Shonim shebzdei Achuza, Shtei Shonim shebedivri, v'chulu, v'chulu, v'chulu. Now, Shona Amur bekochim minalan. 4 lines down. Omar Avachar B'Yaakov, Omar Kro. How do we know that when it says that you have to bring a carbon a year old, it means 365 days from the day it was born, not, you don't go based on Rosh Hashanah or something like that. Omar Kro ben Shnasai. Shnasai Shaloi, his year. V'loi Shana Shominyan Noilam. And not Rosh Hashanah. Shana Amur b'Bati Yerechayma Menalan. How do you know that in Bati Yerechayma you redeem the first year, his year, it goes by the day of the sale? Omar Kro, Toim Shnas Mim Koroi, your sale, Mim Koroi Shaloi, V'loi Shana Shominyan Oilam. And it doesn't go by, it says in the Gemara Shana here. You say you have Shnas by you? Yeah. You have a Taf or a Hey? Interesting. Shtei Shonim shebzdei Achuza Menalan. No.
That's the pasuk. Shanim.
Yeah, it says Taf. By me, they took out the Taf and put on a Hey. Shtei Shonim shebzdei Achuza Menalan. Omar Kro. That the first 2 years of Zdei Achuza you cannot redeem. Omar Kro b'mispar shnei tuos yimkar loch. So shnei tuos means 2. So this is what I pulled out from Erchin. So basically, how do you get to 3 crops? Only if you have 2 full years, me'es la'es, 365 days. In other words, if I bought it with a full crop, I could, let's say I bought a Nissan, I could cut it right away, and then the following Nissan, and so the one Nissan later, I have a second crop already, and I cut that crop, and after 2 years, I have 3 full crops. That's only possible if I do me'es la'es, full years. How much? Now every year I prorate it, and if I paid $100 for 10 years, so every year that I own it, I give the guy back $10. So now I'm here for 2 years, I have to give him back $20 for the 2 years or $30 for the 3 crops. Which one is it? $20 for the 2 years. We don't care how many crops you took. Oh, Mazel Tov Avrami from Borough Park. Nachman Seltzer's friend. His son got engaged, Mazel Tov. It's always a simcha when somebody online. We share smachas with everybody, but we don't send presents. We receive, but we don't send. All right. And by the way, Avrami, I don't do Siddur Kedushin. Just in case you're wondering, somebody tried already in the shir. I don't do that. I refuse. You also
won't be a witness.
No, that was okay. We met. Who was with me? We just met him. That was you, Mati. Somebody. Okay. He lives here in Bet Shemesh. The guy that had the chassan on my yeshiva. Your apostle. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think it was Yossi Rudensky was there. Yeah. Now, Shei Shonim Shebe'eved, Ivri Minolan. How do you know that it's 6 complete years me'eis la'eis? Omakro Shei Shonim Ya'avoidu Vashvius. We have a problem. It says he should work for 6 years, and then it says in the 7th year. What is he working? 6 or 7? Vashvius Nami Ya'avod. You work 6 full years. How do you work into the 7th year? That is, if it's Rosh Hashanah, that's the 7th year. In other words, you are doing me'eis la'eis 6 years, but it's possible that you hit a little bit of the 7th calendar year. Shebeben v'shebebas, it says in the Brayso that when it comes to a boy and a girl, we do me'eis la'eis full years. L'may hilchasa. In regard to what? Omer Rav Gidol Omer Rav le'inyan erechin. So, pull this out also from erechin. This is the beginning of erechin. So, as we know, there is a whole list of, there's 8 different categories, depending if you're Zocher and Nekeva. So we're going to focus just on the category that says Mi Ben Chomesh, from 5. What does 5 mean in the Torah? Does 5 mean from the 4th year or 5 complete years? So he says that it means 5 complete years. Mi Ben, from when he's 5 complete years, like what we call a 5-year-old, from that point on, he has Erechin, he gives, if he's a Zachar, he's worth 5 shekel, and a Keva 3 shekel, etc. Yeah, are you going back?
Yeah,
Oive.
because the Pasuk doesn't say he works in 70, it says it's a chofshi. He shouldn't work in 70.
Okay, it's a drush. Uba Shviz.
Which is the opposite. He shouldn't work in 70 years. He's going free.
Well, I hear you're asking that for carrot, not stam. You're saying that the pasuk doesn't fit. Right. Yeah, but he's saying no. What he's asking is that you can put commas wherever you want for a drasha, but when it says specifically the opposite, that he goes out, that's his kash. Okay. The trop for sure says like him. Uvashvi say no. Nachamal? How's the trop? Yosef has the trop down.
That's the one you always complain about.
Yisiv? No. I know. I complain about the I complain about Katointi. Here's the Balkari, does Katointi Ravi. Unbelievable. I say we should come to Shul on Thursday, make a macha. I agree. Everybody agrees. The whole Shul was in uproar. He does Ravi, Katointi. So the whole Shul is waiting for Katointi. And he does it with Dafka, Lahachis. Of course I'm going to complain. Of course. I registered an immediate complaint. Okay. So Rav Gidol Amar Rav, in other words, Rav says that we're talking about Erechin. Rav Yosef Amar Lepirkin the Yotze Doifen. Our perek called Yotze Doifen. The whole perek is me'es la'es. Everything in the perek, including a saris and the islanders. When the Mishnah says 20, and the Mishnah forgot to mention the Yom Echad, like every other Mishnah in the perek, it means full 20 years, not 19 and 30 days. Do you, Rav, argue on Rav Yosef? You say that Shebebenu B'bas is halach and Erechin. Erechin has to be full years. Are you saying though that when it comes to a saris, it doesn't have to be full years? You admit that a saris, or you hold that a saris is only 19 years and 30 days? There's no machloikes. We're not arguing at all. And we're forced into this, because if you say that they're mechulik, in other words, Rav, who says that only by Erechin there's meisleis, but not in our perek. Rav himself said yesterday, that's the halacha we learned yesterday at the end of the day. The Rav is the one that holds that the entire perek of Yotze Doifen is full years, including the Mishnah of Saris. So how can you tell me that Rav, who says that the entire perek is Meis Leis, doesn't hold by a Saris that's Meis Leis? He only holds that by Erechin it's Meis Leis. Elamai, they're not mechuluk at all. So then why did Rav pick Erechin and Rav Yosef picked, when they asked him, what does it mean Sheben Babas? Rav should have said, Ani l'shitasi, that I hold that the whole perek is me'es leis, and memela sheben v'shebabas means a saris. Why did Rav jump to a case of Erechin? Because he wanted to be consistent. We're talking about the Eved Ivri Sheish Shonim Yavoid. It's in the Torah. It's the Achuzah. But the Erchaima, all these are mifurish in the Torah. Avani nami dechsivan, so you picked something erchin that's in the Torah. The lashon of the Mishnah made sense to him because shebeben v'shebebas fits our Mishnah. Look at our Mishnah. It doesn't say zachar nekeva in our Mishnah. It says bas esim shana. So when the Brisa says v'sheben v'shebebas, it makes more sense that the Brisa was talking about our Mishnah rather than talking about the pasuk in the Torah of Erechim, because in the Torah it says zachar nekeva, doesn't use the same lashon as our Mishnah. But there's no machlokes. Omer Rav Yitzchak ben Nachmani, Omer Rabbi Elazar, halacha ki Rabbi Yossi ben Kippur, she'omer mishum Rabbi Eliezer. What did Rabbi Yossi ben Kippur say yesterday? That all you need is 19 years and 30 days. You don't need full 20 years. Omer Rabbi Zera, ezke ve'esek ve'egmar l'shmaitzim and pum midemara. I'd love to hear this from Rabbi Elazar himself. So Tosfos points out that the halacha, Rabbi Elazar himself said there's only 4 places in Shas that the halacha is like Rabbi Elazar. So this is not one of them. So he wanted to understand from Rabbi Elazar what exactly is going on here. Like, why are we passing based on Rabbi Eliezer? So, a very interesting thing happened. He wanted to hear it from his mouth. So finally, Kisalik Ashkechei Rabbi Elazar. He met Rabbi Elazar. Omerlei, are you the one that really said? Tell me, I want to hear it from your mouth. Omerlei, Mistabra Amri. I said it from a svara. I didn't hear it. I don't have it from tradition. I made it up myself. Look, it makes sense. The whole parak is consistent. It says Bashalish v'yoyim echad. In this v'yoyim echad, everything's v'yoyim echad. All of a sudden, it comes to Saris. It says Esrim Shana without yom echad. So Memela, when it comes to Saris, you don't need 20 years. You need 19 and 30 days. I said it myself. So it's a good thing that Reb Zera wanted to hear from him, because now he has a new kneitz over here. Yes, Rabbi Elazar said that the halacha is like Rabbi Eliezer, but he didn't get it from a tradition. He his own svara. Hadron alach yotze doifen, hadron alach yotze doifen, hadron alach yotze doifen. Fine. We're continuing a little bit with yesterday's sugya, with simonim of a woman. So it goes like this. According to everybody, there's the upper simonim and the lower simonim. According to everybody, the lower simonim are what count. And the upper simonim don't count at all. So the only machlokes we're going to have here in our Mishnah is, when you see upper simanim, does that indicate to us that there are lower simanim, or there were and they
What's the point of having them? They don't mean anything.
no, halachically.
What's the point of
There are no
talking
point.
No.
No.
Bring it up.
Well, you're right. That's exactly what we're saying. Do we bring it up or not? Who says we bring it up?
Brought it up. Why?
According to certain Nomer. Let's see.
Circumstantial evidence.
Bos simin atachton.
Maybe that's when you would check.
If you see a simon elyon, you see upper simanim, does that indicate to you that there are lower simanim? And even if you check the lower simanim, you don't find anything now, maybe they fell out. Bos simin atachton actually bo elyon. If there's a lower simon, and that's the main one, before the upper simanim come, midday raisa, everything is perfect. You don't have to be concerned about upper simanim at all. You can do chalitza, you can do yibum. That's the she's a gdoila for l'kol halachas. Bohe elyon ad sheloi bohe hatachton. If the upper siman came before the lower siman, afal pishi yefshar, even though it's impossible. Whoa! So what just happened? Makes no sense. It says the upper one came before the lower one, even though it's impossible. So then it didn't happen. Did it happen or did it happen? So the Gemara is going to explain that it did happen, but not according to Remeir. Remeir oimer loy choylet says v'loy misyam bemes. She's considered a ktana. Now, if you remember, this is the famous Remeir right here in this Mishnah. Remeir in the whole Shas is always choishish lemiut. So Remeir says she cannot do anything because we have to be concerned that maybe why can't you do yibum? What's suffix? A yivama could be 3 years old, we learned. So why can't you do yibum? Either she's a ktana or a gdoila, so let her do yibum. Because Remeir holds the shitasa, you have to be choshesh lemiut. And we have to be concerned for the minority. And there are a very small percentage of girls that become islandess. If they're islandess, you're not allowed to marry, you're not allowed to do yibum if you turn out to be an islandess. So that's Remeir l'shitasa. But Remeir is the one that holds that the upper simanim are nothing. Chacham hold and it's possible to have lower simanim without upper. It's impossible to have upper simanim without lower simanim, and the ikar is lower simanim. Chacham say, from the fact that I see upper simanim is a raya that she had lower simanim, we're dealing with the g'dayla. And we're dealing with the g'dayla, she could do everything like a deraisa.
You have a problem of a girl who is fully developed, who is an eyeless anyway. You won't find that out until she's married. Like
Right.
the Gemara talks about. So why don't we? That's also means.
No, if she has simanim, she doesn't have simanim. So then she's not an islandess.
She is an islandess.
Yeah? How?
She can't have a kid.
It's something else. It's not an island.
She can't have a kid. That's something else. That's a medical. That's not islandess. No, islandess is very specific. Were you here yesterday? I don't know about that. No, the simanim. Time out. This is simanim. You have to have certain simanim. You have to certain.
Gemara talks about cases where it's islandess.
Okay. I gave a certain signal yesterday for all those that were watching online, whether or not they watch. What was the signal that you heard me say that you watched? You have to prove that you watched this year online.
He said you can't ask questions.
Oh, okay, fine, very good. Okay.
I'm saying it's hard like against Like he can't be me for one thing and not me for the other. If you're gonna be
No, islandess has a certain type of simanim. How do you know she's islandess? She has shtei she has simanim, then she's not islandess. That's it, gone.
No, she's not an island.
She's not an islandess. She might have a medical issue.
Has a problem. She can't have
what is
kids.
an islandess?
An islandess
Islandess is somebody that has.
physically incapable. She never got developed. She never was developed.
It's not somebody that can't have kids. A person that doesn't have kids is not an islandess. That's an akara. Was sorry menu an islandess and an akara? What was she? It doesn't say she was she was akara. She didn't have the simani islandess. Islandess is a certain simanim.
Fine, but when did you become an islandess?
Look, I know a guy in our neighborhood that doesn't have kids already a long time. He's not a saris. He's not a saris. He just doesn't have kids. Maybe saris has certain simanim. His face look. He doesn't have a beard. He did this. That's a saris. There's people that don't have kids, and there's people that sarasim. It's two different things. Fine. So the Gemara, Ava bishi efshar. So now the Gemara is just going into the lashon here. Ava bishi efshar. It's impossible. V'leiba. You're telling me a situation, a case where a girl had upper simanim, and then you say it's impossible. Says the Gemara, Bala Rebbe Meir. No, you're right. Not that it didn't come. It did. It happened according to Rebbe Meir. Afapishi Yevshel Rabbanon. Rebbe Meir holds it's possible, and nevertheless it's not a siman. Rabbanon say it's impossible. So therefore, if you see it, you should know that she's a pure gdoila because she has lower siman. Ask the Gemara, V'lisni ba el yoin. Rebbe Meir, what's the arichas of the lashon? Why so many words? You should say ba el yoin if there's upper simanim. Rebbe Meir lo yachol lezim sebes. Chacham lo yachol lezim sebes. Why do you have to explain it? V'ano yodano mishum diyevsheru. And I'll understand on my own because the reason why Chachamim say that you do chalitz and yibum is because it's impossible not to have lower simanim. So the Gemara it's not muchrach. I could say something completely different. If I don't explain myself, there are girls that have upper simanim first, maybe, if I wouldn't explain myself. Remeir is always the one who says I have to be concerned with minorities, so therefore she's a gdoila, because there are some people like that. That's if I didn't do any b'dika. But where I did a b'dika and I didn't find any simanim, maybe Rabbanon admit to Meir that in fact the upper simanim came first. Kamash Malon that according to Rabbanon the efshar vadi osi uminta udenatar. Since it's impossible for the upper ones to come before the lower one, and you see an upper one in front of your face, so therefore it has to be that you had simanim, and how come you don't see the simanim? They fell off. We're talking about Cyrus, Shtei Cyrus. The Cyrus are God. Now we have two rayas to Reb Meir. And this is very important because Chacham don't have rayas from Psukim. Reb Meir has a raya, it says in the Pasuk, that Klai Yisrael matured Shadayim Nechaynu, they had the upper simanim, Usarach Tzimech, and then they had lower simanim. So you see from the Pasuk that upper comes before lower. Elul Rabbanon, Ibcham Mebayilei, the Pasuk should have said the reverse, because it's impossible to have upper before lower. Says the Gemara, since, like Chacham say, that's their svara. If you have upper simanim, obviously you have lower simanim. Because Baruch Hu is telling Klal Yisrael that you, how do you say boged in English? You rebel. No, there's a better word. A husband betrayed me. Husband betrays his wife. Like a husband, Klal Yisrael is married to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Kaviyacham. So Klal Yisrael betrayed HaKadosh Baruch Hu like a husband betrays his wife. That in Mitzrayim, they wait, they check the upper simanim, waiting for the lower simanim. Meaning that the upper comes before lower. It's referring to the lower simanim. According to Rabbanon, it should have said the opposite, lower comes first. Says the Gemara, since you have the upper simanim, same teretz. If I see the upper simanim, then certainly you have lower simanim. They're all referring to the upper simanim. Baruch Hu is telling Klal Yisrael, when your upper simanim started to develop, you didn't do tshuva. And when you were fully developed, you also didn't do tshuva. So it's a complaint that Klal Yisrael is referring to one siman, so you can't prove what comes first. Akol Panim says the Gemara, the Kuli Alma Mia Tachting Tzemchinon Minalan. We're saying that the main siman is the lower simanim. The upper simanim mean nothing. Just if they're upper simanim, it's a right that there's lower simanim. But the ikr is the lower simanim. How do we know this? Omer Rav Yudom Rav, V'chein Tanad Rav Shmuel Amakro, Ish or Isho Kiyasim Kol Chato Yisodom. Hishva Kosev Yishalish. There's a hekesh between a man and a woman. L'chol Elohim Shem Shabbat Torah. Ma Ish b'simen echad, Af Isho b'simen echad. A man only has one siman. He physically doesn't have upper simanim, and a man becomes a gadol through one siman, lower simanim. So too a woman. In fact, the Gemara of all we're learning right now is that a man has one siman, so a woman has one siman, but maybe she could pick and choose any siman she wants. Says the Gemara, no, a woman only has lower simanim v'zehu. The upper simanim mean nothing. We don't care at all about the upper simanim.
But before we did care.
No, shuv just means we don't, from now on we don't care. The upper simanim come first. The heat of the bathhouse cause the upper ones to come first. In the where they have to work hard, Rashi says it stretches, and therefore it causes the upper ones to come first. Reb Shimon ben Elazar Omer, what? Upper. So something like that. Rashi doesn't say it's muscles. He says that it stretches the area. The movement stretches the area. Reb Shimon ben Elazar Omer, the right one comes first. Shenishoiv Bav Kiristun, they wear these shawls and it causes friction on the right side. The opposite when you're poor, they put the water, the pails of water on the left side. They carry their brothers on the left side. So it causes the left side. Akopanim. What's the nafkamina? Depends which side. If you see that the right side comes first when it's supposed to be on the left side. So let's say there's some side reason why it happens, because they carry water, so the left side is supposed to come first. So we don't care about the left side, it means nothing. But if you see on a girl like that her right side came first, that's a good raya that she for sure has lower simanim.
We don't pay attention to the top.
No, we pay attention to say that for sure there's lower. Always the left comes before the right. Never happened. Eventually they equaled out. What is going on here? You got to come up with some original material. The same question I was asked 3 times by Meir yesterday. Oh, so these girls, it starts out like this. We have three periods of time. Pretty easy. We have Lifnei Perek, Toich Perek, Acher Perek. Perek is the Oines Nedarim. Oines Nedarim, the year before Bas Mitzvah. What we call 11 to 12. That's Toich Perek. You have Lifnei Perek, which is 10 years old, and you have Acher Perek, which is already Bas Mitzvah. Now we're talking about a woman checking the girl. Now, a woman, does she have an emunus? Does she not have an emunus? Now, all she's saying is that her body is developed a certain way. She's not saying somebody owes money. She's saying her body is developed. But it could have ramifications, la halacha. Could she do yibum? Could she do miyun? All these other things. You could check. Women could check. So I'm starting to notice. Yeah. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. No, chiddush is that certain times they can't. Here we have a whole machlokes here. Oh, so l'chayra, it goes without saying that men are neman. Just I started noticing that the art school is very. What are you looking here?
We found poor children carry their siblings. You want to put on the group?
On the left side. That's on the right side. I noticed. They're on the right side. Happens to be that women have, like, their hip comes out. It's like a special spot for, like, naturally they could hold their kid there for a while. Not childbearing. Outer childbearing. Yeah.
It's the only way you can tell skeleton whether it's male or female.
Yeah. Right. To have that, yeah.
One second.
Well, the doctor says it's true. Dr. Epstein says it's true. It is true. If you watch enough of those, okay, forget it. No, Rabbi Simon, Daf Yomi.
Why do you need to play this?
Because, what do you mean, why? If it's Eidos, it's Eidos. But over here, it's more of an Nemonos. It's Nemenes. It's not Eidos. No, I'm just saying that the art scroll seems like he very politically correct lately. Every time now I'm starting to notice it. Like he's the nervous about what the goyim are going to say about this topic. So it seems like because he's avoiding this. What about men checking? Rashi doesn't go into it, but it seems obvious that that's what you do if you need to. If you can't in a situation you can't be soymich on a woman. So a man has to. What about sneas, this, that? So he says, he brings, right. But he brings a Tosefta. The only thing I saw in him is he brings a Tosefta that says that l'chatchila, women should do the bdika and sneas, and he brings the Chassam Sofer, that it's always, the Tosefta I think says only women should do bdika. The Chassam Sofer says, the Muki Yosef brings that Yerushalayim. But I think they're trying to avoid that. It's a sore topic.
Yesterday we had Shmuel.
This is right. Doesn't say anything about men, and this is not for goyim.
Nevertheless, when the Yora is going to the mikveh,
Yeah.
we insist that men are the
So we have to see what the article says in that sugya. That's all I'm saying.
Yesterday we had Shmuel.
But they don't. I don't think they do.
Pay money.
They right. They don't really look, and it's like. But over here, you're talking about mamish. You need to check to see siman.
A shifcha.
What?
On the water, they lie on the
This is a towel. This is this, that, whatever.
10 minutes.
I'm holding you in the middle of the page. 10
Yeah,
minutes.
we got a clock. We're good. It's good.
So they want to tie into that Rebbe Lezer made his wife check she was a tzadekis. You have to have Yerushalayim. Rebbe Shmuel moiser le'imoy. Dafka to his mother. Again, an example of a Yerushalayim. Rebbe Yehuda Omer lifnei haperek ula'achar haperek noshim boit kesoisam. So what we have here is that before the perek, when a girl is 10 years old, again, perek is the year before Bas Mitzvah. So before, when she's 10 years old, everybody, there's no machlokes between Rebbe Yehuda and Rebbe Shimon. We're going to have only 2 manda amrim in 3 periods. Rebbe Yehuda and Rebbe Shimon both agree that lifnei perek, a woman could check. There's not a problem. What's the worst case scenario? She's going to find shtei saros, and we're going to say they're nothing. It's shuma ba'alma, it's just the mole. Oh, the Gemara is going to discuss. And the point is that if those simanim remain all the way to the age of 12, we say they're nothing. It's a mole, ba'alma. They're not good simanim. So in other words, we're using her testimony as a chumrah, not as a kula. We're saying it's not good. We treat her as a ketana. To a point. So Rebbe Yehuda says, even after Bas Mitzvah, they have nemanos after Bas Mitzvah. Toicha perek, but age 11 to 12, ein noshim boitkois oisam. Why? Because Rebbe Yehuda holds that toicha perek, when the girl is 11 years old, the simanim are simanim. And this is a big problem. I cannot rely on this woman to tell me that they're good simanim. Shemasim sveikos apinoshim. I cannot absolve a suffix based on a woman. Reb Shimon oimer ach af toicha perek noshim boitke soisam. Reb Shimon is mechulik Reb Yehuda. And Reb Shimon holds that simanim at the age of 11 are nothing. So what do I care if a woman gives me eidos? Benemenes isha. Now the Brisa just says a random thing, and the Gemara is going to say it could go either way. It could go according to Rebbe Yehuda, it could go in a menace, isha lahachmir, avaloi lahakal, a woman is believed, l'chumra, and not l'kula. Ketzah, what's the example? G'doilihi, we trust her that she's a g'doila, shaloi timayin. Say that a girl cannot do miyun to her husband is a chumra, it's not a kula. Why? Because you're not being mater her leishasish. If you say she's allowed to do miyun, now she's free to go and marry anybody she wants. That would be a kula. But when you say she's stuck with this guy, that's a chumrah. Ktani, and she's also believed to say that she's a ktana, shaloi tachlit. Okay, refraining from doing chalitza is not a big deal. But to say that she could do chalitza and the chalitza works, that would be a big problem. You're not, but the reverse, to say that she's a ktana and she could do miyun and then she's muted to the whole world, she's muted to the whole world. No. Omar. Rebbe Yehuda oimer lifnei haperek ulachar perek noshim boit kesoisam. I understand why you need a bdika before she's 11 years old. If you find simanim, then I can tell you that these simanim, I know exactly where they were and what they are, and I'm going to tell you that those simanim are nothing. They're just a mole. Even though she's 12 years old now, and a 12-year-old with simanim is a g'dayla, I'm telling you no. I saw them when she was 10 years old. They're nothing. Right? Because a mole cannot switch into a simon after she turns 12.
You have to say a mole. What was a mole? That's new material for you.
That is good, actually. But not everybody appreciates it because they don't speak Yiddish. In Yiddish, a mole means, back then.
There's also a mole in the zoo.
And what does that have to do with this?
Say the night shift.
Yeah, okay.
Hashem Amrei?
I do miss you, Levi. You do need to sit closer up. You're like a little shy. The material doesn't. There's more material when you're up front. In the new Beis Medrash, I'm putting your name over here. There's new chalukas hasitz. Whatever happened before Lifnei HaPerek doesn't exist. La'ach HaPerek, and it's going to be La'ach HaPerek Shumaninu. El La'ach HaPerek Lama Li B'dika. Why in the world do I need to make a b'dika after she's a bas mitzvah of Amar Rava, the famous chazak of Rava, cheskas Rava. Once a girl comes of age, we assume that most girls have simanim. Chazak if you simanim. Zog the Gemara Kamar Rava chazaka. When do we say no? There's a chazaka is chazaka. When do we say chazaka? L'chumra, l'miyun. To say that she cannot do miyun, that's not a big deal to use a chazaka. Avla chalitza, to say that she can go and get married based on this chalitza, that's a big deal. Boy, b'dika. Toicha perek ein noshim boit kesoisan. But within the year 11 to 12, no women could check them. That her siman in the shtei sa'arois have a full-fledged siman, even though she's only 11 years old. It's as if she's a g'dayla. So if I have a chazaka, plus I have a isha, the two things together tell me that she's a g'dayla. However, but when she's 11 to 12, you only have one out of the two things. You only have a woman, but you don't have the chazaka, so a woman is not enough. A woman could check when she's 11 years old. Why? The opposite. The shtei saros, the simanim, are nothing when she's 11 years old. And why do you do a b'dika? Because if you do find the simanim, they're meaningless. I know I could identify them and say that they're just amol. And a woman is only believed. So now we had this line, this very vague line in the middle of the brisa. A woman is believed l'chumra but not l'kula. According to who does this go? Hayman katanila. Iboyis ema Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda is the one that says that within the 11 toicha perek, when the girl is 11 years old, women should not check her. So here it comes and says the brisa, she could check her. Oh, very good. Toicha perek, where Rabbi Yehuda says a woman shouldn't check her, but l'churmi could. Iboyis ema Rabbi Shimon. That Reb Shimon says that Toicha Perek you should check. Well, Acha Perek, the less the Chazaka Rava, and this is coming. The Nemenis is saying after she turned 12 years old, you still need a bdika. Why? Because Reb Shimon holds the zero Chazaka of Rava. I don't believe in a Chazaka, and if I don't believe in a Chazaka, I need her to do a bdika after 12 years old. Levi, do me a favor, hit that button, please. The X.
What happens when she's 13? We don't have chazaka.